That case goes back to 2010. Dallas police arrested Olivia Lord on suspicion that she killed her boyfriend, though evidence pointed to a suicide.
This is the story of Olivia Lord, the woman accused of killing her fiancé. What really happened? Was it murder or a tragic misunderstanding? Hepzibah Olivia Lord, 36, worked in the mortgage industry. On May 9, 2010, she was at her boyfriend's home in Dallas when the unthinkable happened. Her boyfriend suffered a fatal gunshot wound to the right side of his head. In a state of panic, Olivia immediately called 911. Police arrived quickly, and she was taken to the station for questioning. Though she was later released, her attorney claimed the interrogation was extremely aggressive and emotionally damaging. Let's break down what happened during that interrogation. The interview began quickly and with high energy.
Okay. I need for you to take me through this evening, okay? Step by step, so we can kind of figure out what happened. All right? I've already talked to Brian, and he's gone. Take me through this evening.
Well, we had a normal day. We went, we drank.
I'm sorry?
We did drink. We went, he washed my car for me. Brian came over to help him install the dishwasher and some of the other appliances. And they started talking about, we got in such a stupid fight.
They started talking about what, ma'am?
We got in such a stupid fight.
Okay, ma'am, I can't hear you.
I'm sorry.
You said you started talking about what?
They were talking about a birthday party.
Okay.
My birthday just passed in March, and it wasn't the best event. And they were talking about Jordan's birthday party, and it kind of upset me. And when Brian left, Mike and I got in a little argument about it.
So, tell me, okay, then take me from the time that Brian left. Brian left.
Probably, literally,
I can't understand.
5 minutes, 10 minutes from the time he left. I was in the bathroom.
You and him were in the bathroom?
No, I was in the bathroom taking my makeup off and getting ready to go to bed. And he continued the argument. And
Well,
then,
explain the argument. I mean, what was he arguing about?
Olivia tried to explain how an argument had escalated earlier in the day. Her explanation didn't seem to help. Instead, it raised the detective's suspicions. As the conversation continued, the detective became more confrontational.
Explain the argument. I mean, what was he arguing about? I mean, what was he saying?
they didn't have money for my birthday and that he owed taxes and he was stressed out. It's so stupid. He was stressed out about taxes that he owed and mortgage and stupid, just a really stupid argument. He left the room and then I heard like what I thought was glass shatter really loud. And I had the water running, so it was kind of a faint. And I went into the kitchen, and he was on the floor, and there was blood. I didn't notice it was a lot of blood, and I saw glass on the floor. And so I went down next to him and I said, "Are you okay? Are you okay?" And then I saw a lot of blood. A lot of blood. Oh God, this is not happening. Sorry.
It's okay.
I'm sorry. I'm really upset.
Let's back up just a little bit, okay?
Okay.
So, okay. And what I'm saying to you is, He was shot at 12:31 a.m. Can we both agree on that?
Probably, yes, we can agree because
You didn't call 911 until 12:38.
Okay.
7 minutes later.
Okay.
What did you do in that 7 minutes?
What did I do in that 7 minutes? I leaned over my soon-to-be husband's body.
You fucking shot him. That's what you did. You shot him.
Olivia struggled to remain composed as she explained her side, but the detective abruptly accused her of shooting her fiancé. It was an aggressive move that immediately set the tone for the rest of the questioning. The pressure increased and the tone of the interrogation turned harsh.
You shot him.
I did not shoot my fiance.
You shot him. You shot him.
This is happening.
Yes, this is happening.
I did not.
You shot
shoot
him. Yes, you did.
No,
yes,
I
you
did
did.
not.
Yes, you did.
No, I did not.
This man made all. I need to know what happened in there.
I don't know what happened.
You know what happened.
I don't
you
know
what happened.
I do not know what happened.
You know what happened in there, Olivia.
I don't
You know what happened in there, Olivia. Olivia, you know what happened in there. Olivia, you know what happened there. Because this, you know, and I know that this don't make sense.
It doesn't.
This don't make sense.
It doesn't make
Then
sense.
goddamn it, tell me the truth.
I don't know.
You know what happened in there. This don't add up. It
I
don't add up.
don't know what you're asking of me. I don't know.
I need for you to be truthful with me about what happened.
I am being truthful. That's
How do you
exactly what
go
happened.
from having a bullshit argument to suicide?
I don't know.
Olivia, you should have a serious problem with
I
that.
have a problem with it. I do have a problem
We're
with
arguing
it.
about a goddamn birthday party. You said you were down there doing this first aid morning shit.
I didn't say I was doing first aid.
Okay, but
I said
did you not know that he was still breathing?
I think.
Did you not know that he was still breathing?
Yes, he was still alive.
So don't you think that it was kind of fucked up
I
for
don't
7
know.
minutes?
What do you do?
I'm asking you.
What do you do
I'm
when
asking you.
something like that
What I'm
happens?
saying to
I
you
don't
is
know.
it took you 7 minutes. It took you 7 minutes.
I don't know.
It took you 7 minutes, and you don't think that 7 minutes was critical? You don't think that?
Yes, sir, I do.
Okay.
I don't know the.
Could that not have been a mistake?
I don't know.
Could that have been a mistake?
Please don't put that on me.
I'm asking you, ma'am. I'm just telling you the facts. This is what I know. What I know is this. He had done. What could his buddy have done?
I don't know.
You fucking shot him.
I did not
You shot him. Yes, you did. You shot him.
Sir.
Look, you know, Olivia, this is getting old. I'm ready for you to just tell me what happened in there tonight.
Rather than treating Olivia as someone who had just experienced trauma, the detective pushed harder, showing no empathy. The situation continued to deteriorate.
I'm going to tell his family everything that I know. That their son was not suicidal. They knew that their son was successful. They knew that their son had all the reasons in the world to live,
Yes.
with or without you. With or without you. That was his house, not yours. You know, right? It was his house. You get ready to move in with
We
him.
were building.
It was his house, right? Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay, so what I'm saying to you is, Olivia, he didn't need you. Did he? Did he need you?
We were in love.
Did he need you?
I don't know how to answer that.
I can answer it. He didn't need you.
Okay.
He didn't.
That's your opinion.
No, it's not my opinion. It's what I've discovered, Olivia. I talked to his best buddy who was his friend for 15 years.
Okay, just because somebody makes a lot of money doesn't.
That's
mean
not what
they
I'm saying to
need
you. What I'm saying to you is you all were not a couple who had invested together in what he had already achieved. Were you a part of his company?
Absolutely not.
Okay. Is your name on his mortgage?
No.
Okay. So what I'm saying is you didn't live there. You might have spent the night, but regardless whether you were in the
We
picture.
were building that house.
All I'm suggesting, ma'am, is whether or not you left or whatever, his business was going to continue, correct?
Correct.
And he was still going to pay his fucking mortgage, right? So you were not a financial partner. You were just a female, right?
You
Right?
know what? I think this. I'm done.
You done? You done?
I'm done.
I'm not done.
Well.
I'm not done.
Okay.
You think you run this?
No.
Who the fuck do you think you are?
I don't think I'm.
Who do you think you are? Who do you think you are?
I think I'm a person who just lost their boyfriend.
And I think you're a person whose behavior tonight doesn't add up. That's what I believe.
Olivia, clearly overwhelmed, began to reach her emotional limit. The detective, meanwhile, inserted personal opinions and assumptions into the conversation, breaking professional standards. Olivia tried again to reason with the detective.
Type of behavior would be, I don't know, people are vocal, I don't know. You're asking me a question that I don't know. All I'm telling you is that he loved life and we lived our life together.
He loved
and
life.
I know that
he loved life that much that
we loved our life together.
Within minutes of him leaving the bathroom where you all were discussing this fucking birthday party, he loved life so much. From leaving the bathroom where you were discussing this birthday party, he says, you know what?
That's not what happened.
Fuck the fact that I love life. Fuck the fact that I love my girl and that we're planning a life together. Screw all that. Screw the fact that I got this business where I'm pulling down every now and then 70 grand a week. Screw that. You know what? I think I'm gonna fucking shoot myself.
I don't know the answer for you. I know.
Well,
I don't know the answer. I'm sorry.
But he continued presenting his opinions as facts, ignoring the principles of a fair investigation. The tone was accusatory from the start, and it became obvious why this case led to legal action. The detective appeared to have already decided Olivia was guilty.
But I need for you to know what I'm going to do. If your clothes come back with gunshot residue,
I understand.
Or your hands,
have my clothes.
I'm going to charge you with murder.
You can have my clothes.
I'm going to do it. I just want you to know that.
I understand.
I want you to prepare yourself, and I want you to think about that.
I understand.
I want you to think about that. If there's something that you're hiding and that you got deep down inside of you, you can keep it. You can hold on to it. But I need for you to know my intentions.
I understand.
That's right, because you know what? I may never know the truth. Your clothes could come back with nothing on them.
I understand.
Your hands could come back with nothing on them. And you might move on and marry some other guy and have family and life, and this shit will go far behind you, and we'll go our own separate ways. But all I'm saying to you is there's two options here. There's two options. And the one option is if I discover anything that substantiates what I believe, I'm going to charge you with murder.
I understand.
Because I do believe you killed him. I believe that with all my heart. I believe that. I do. Because you have not provided me with one reasonable explanation for your... Give you a gown to put on. And I don't apologize for my conduct. I don't. Because I owe it to Michael. I owe it to Michael,
yes,
and I owe it to Michael's family to do my job. Regardless whether you think it's appropriate or not, I don't care. But I owe it to Michael and his family to do my job. And my job is to inquire. That's what we get paid to do, inquire. We don't get paid to sit on our ass and bullshit. We get paid to say, okay, based on what we have in front of us, is it a problem? If it's a problem, why is it a problem? I haven't lied to you. I've told you what I got. I've told you what the problem is. I've fucking shown it to you. You gotta live with that. You do, not me. You gotta live with that. I don't know why you did what you did. I don't know. I don't know why you did it. But you know one thing? I've said some things to you tonight, and I hope to God you think about it tonight. I hope to God you think about it tomorrow. And I don't give a fuck how many people you line up. You can line 50 people up in a row. And every one of them are going to tell you, why the fuck did she do that? They are. You will not have one that'll say, well, I would have done that.
I understand.
I would have done that. I would have called a guy too who didn't have no fucking medical history. And then after he didn't pick up the phone, I would have said, okay, I'll just fucking won't call nobody for 7 minutes. I won't call nobody for 7 minutes, and I'll fuck around and do whatever I do, and then 7 minutes later I'll call 911.
He dismissed the possibility that she was in shock or mourning. Despite the fact that the interview took place immediately after her 911 call, he treated her like a dangerous criminal. Weeks later, Dallas police officer Dwayne Thompson submitted a statement claiming there was enough evidence to suspect Olivia of murder. On June 9th, a judge issued an arrest warrant. Olivia was arrested in California shortly afterward and spent 9 difficult days in jail. Nearly a year later, a grand jury declined to press charges. In response, Olivia filed a lawsuit against Officer Thompson. She accused him of malicious prosecution and violating her Fourth Amendment rights. She said he arrested her without proper evidence, denied her due process, and wrongfully claimed she had fled the state. According to Olivia, her boyfriend had been drunk and agitated on the day of the incident. She had locked herself in the bathroom to get away from the conflict. While inside, she heard a gunshot and believed it was self-inflicted. The gun used was a 9mm Beretta, which belonged to her boyfriend. She also claimed Thompson misled the medical examiner by falsely stating that gunshot residue was found on her clothing and twisted a witness's words to suggest she had admitted guilt. In reality, she said the trip to California had been planned before the shooting to visit her family. To strengthen her case, she brought in 2 expert witnesses. One, a former police officer who criticized the detective's approach, and another, a former judge who said law enforcement should never misrepresent facts in official documents. The defense argued that while Olivia may not have committed the crime, Thompson had reason to believe she had at the time. Thompson claimed qualified immunity, meaning he believed he was acting lawfully and couldn't be held personally responsible. He also claimed official immunity from the malicious prosecution charge. He denied ever stating the shot was to the back of the head and maintained his belief that Olivia was responsible. Olivia was cleared and later sued and won a hefty $2 million check. After everything, Thompson quietly retired. He never admitted to making any mistakes. For more cases like this, be sure to subscribe and stay tuned.